We have this H12 range here. Here's our bullish order block, 3-day order block, daily order blocks there as well. You guys know I like the 12-hour. So I think this is where it's got to hold, right? This is all-time high right here above us. This is all-time high here. If we're going to bounce, I think it's going to happen from this area. And ideally, you know, we trade up and we take out all-time high. I think risk is, you know, below these lows here. But I do think that this is where the bounce has to happen if it's going to happen from this zone to take out all-time high. The way I'm taking the trade and the way I've positioned my stop here is, you know, if we lose this, I'm out. And maybe if we sweep, I'll enter back in. This zone is where the higher low should form if we're going to take out all-time high. Ideally for me, if we close this as a sweep overnight here, that would give me, you know, a lot of confidence that the low is probably in. You could even probably bring your stop up to here and then see how high this thing goes because you've completely de-risked. Another long opportunity, if you don't want to long this and you want to long on confirmation, is you wait for us to reclaim this. And if that happens, stop there, entry there, target there would be kind of the setup I'm looking at. So just as I'd kind of wanted to see, right, we had come into this order block a little deeper, right? So I talked about we've got this order block here on the H12. There's your swing point. If you pull your fib from here to here, came right into your sweet spot. All the things I want to see, right? So generally it's a little bit scary bidding. The best bids are going to be the ones where price looks the heaviest. So when you don't have a plan, right, bidding is scary for sure. It's scary because you don't know what's going to happen. Where's the selling going to stop? How do you know that this is a good time to enter? Having that analysis done in advance, that allows you to execute and be prepared to pull trigger regardless of what the low time frame price action is, right? We knew we wanted to be a buyer here. I'm not saying I'm going to be right. This thing's going to go up and we nailed the low. This thing could come down and make another low and then go up. But regardless, I'm a buyer in here. That was the plan. Buying here, buying at the EQ. So I only got some of my bids filled, but regardless, we bought and I bought some more as it was selling off. And now if this is the low, guess what? I'm positioned. I don't have to chase. I was prepared to buy those red candles because that was the plan laid out in advance. I would say I'm pretty confident that this is the low, and I'm very confident that even if we get another swipe down, we still trade higher and likely take this out. So I'm pretty happy with how I've played this so far. And if we get another sweep lower, that just means I can fill more of my long. So yesterday's video, right, we talked about, okay, we came down into demand, and this is where I wanted to see the higher low form, somewhere in here. This is where we were in yesterday's video. And if you remember from my original video like 3 days ago, I longed some here and I said I'd long more here. On this type of trade, right, if I'm confident that the low forms in here, sometimes you got to take 1 or 2 stabs at it. You want to take a couple of stabs. You think this might be it? No. Okay, but what if it's this one, right, where now we've got the H12 sweep. We've now had an H1 MSB. What if this ends up being the low? Well, if this ends up being the low and you take the trade again, the exact same trade you took yesterday, and this one works out, it's going to be 4 or 5 R. So that's going to make up for the 1 R hit you took. That's why you have asymmetric risk reward. You can take multiple stabs at this thing. So the entry on this with stop would be here. If we get even just to here, that's over 3.5 R. And if we go all the way to all-time high, that's almost 6 R. Now, obviously, you know, if you're wrong twice, okay, maybe reduce risk on the next one, maybe wait for a little more confirmation, or you could take 3 goes at it because I still think the low forms in here. Me, the way I'm chilling, right, is as you guys know, I longed here, I longed a little more yesterday, and then I longed the remainder today here. But my stop is down here. I'm playing the H12. Again, similar to yesterday, we're seeing constructive stuff here. Didn't work yesterday. It's not always going to. We're still within the area where I think we can go up. The H12 is putting in a potential higher low. So the H1 is in a downtrend, and all I'm doing is waiting for it to try and go into an uptrend. Maybe a little shift here. Maybe this is the shift. No, made another lower low. Okay, maybe this is the shift. Maybe we're starting to uptrend again here. Get back in sync with that H12. It feels good to be right. It feels good to be right, man, because I've done all these videos over the last few days. I've talked you guys through my thought process, and now it's working, right? We're up. This trade's already hit 2R basically here. I think stop goes here now. You're risk free. If you take some profit now and your stop's there, you're basically locked in to make some money. If this trade wouldn't have worked out, it doesn't mean all the stuff I was sharing was necessarily incorrect. Sometimes the trades just don't work. But when I lay it all out in advance and then it comes to fruition, that's when it's chef's kiss. I'm showing you it live, step by step by step. We walk through it all, the logic, the thought process, the execution, the risk management. Now, I don't want to start celebrating too early. We hit 2R, it's great. It's not like fucking made $10 million or something, but it's a nice little trade. It's doing what we wanted it to do. So I'm bringing my stop up to here from here, and I've TP'd a little. So now I've made money guaranteed. No matter what happens, I've made money guaranteed. And if we come back here, but then continue to go up, great. I still got a bag on. If we just trade up from here, I still got a bag on. And if we come all the way back down and get some whipsaw and then reclaim, maybe I enter a new trade, but I've already locked in money. There's no way I'm losing here. It's a good feeling to lay it out for the homies and have it all work out. But hopefully some of you guys are in this long with me and making some money. Hopefully this has been educational at the very least. And if you like this shit, fucking subscribe, leave me some nice comments, blow my shit up. There's not a lot of people, in my opinion, on crypto YouTube that are doing what I'm doing here, being like, hey, let me walk you through an entire trade live as it's happening. No hindsight bullshit, no fugazi after the fact screenshot. You can't fake that. We are pumping and we fucking nailed the move, guys. I'm not gonna lie. We absolutely smashed this. I did about 4 videos over 5 days. Talked about the long setup here, talked about getting into the trade, averaging in, stop loss placement. It started moving, adjusting stop up to here, taking some off at all-time high, and we've absolutely just flown. So even on the most conservative play, which was mine, just the H12 order block alone, this is almost a 5R move in like a week. We were dialed in the entire time. I laid this out for you while it was happening, day by day in each video, and it worked out perfectly, which makes it that much more compelling. So I'm very happy with how it turned out. I'm so glad all of you guys have printed on this. I know a lot of you guys have messaged me. A lot of people passed their breakout evaluations, got payouts. People are just printing on their own based on this. Maybe they long some altcoins because of the confidence they had. So I love seeing people win. I always say this. Most importantly, I like to make money. But right up there at number 2, I love to see you guys make money. I'm pretty much going to assume we remain bullish going into the end of the year. That's kind of my prognosis. I could be wrong, but every time we came down here, what did I say to you guys? All-time high this year. Every pullback, all-time high this year. And we longed. Like, I've been bullish. All-time high this year, nonstop. Now that we're at all-time high, people are like, we're going to be at 80K soon. Get the fuck out of here with that bitch-made prediction. When everyone starts getting bullish, that means the move's already in play. It's already happened. It's way harder to be bullish when everyone's shitting their pants because we keep trading lower back to the range lows. They're wondering if the bull market's over, if this was the top. Pussies. They're not putting their fucking nuts on the line like your boy. Their neck on the line like your boy. That said, everyone is fucking giga bullish right now, as they should be. The whole sentiment thing works sometimes. Everyone's bullish. We got to go down. Everyone's bearish. We got to pump. Problem is you can't quantify that. It's not actionable. Sometimes everyone's bullish because we're bullish. Sometimes everyone's bearish because we're in fact bearish, right? My prognosis is we remain bullish into the end of the year. I'm a buyer on pullbacks into here. For sure. Hope you guys enjoy. I hope you made some money. I haven't seen a single person who laid out that long going into all-time high in advance in videos like your boy on a silver platter. So if you're appreciating that shit, let me know in the comments. My fucking Twitter bucks are nothing. I'm getting fucking 8-figure impressions, $100. These other fuckers are getting like $5,000 from Twitter. What the fuck's going on? I blame you guys. I'm just kidding. But apparently I need more engagement from verified followers. So make sure you're shouting me out, letting me know you're making money. If you're making money at Breakout, tag me. Show me the payout certificate. I'll interact. I'll retweet your shit. I want to know you guys are winning, right? That's what I'm doing it for. I don't do this for me. These videos are all free for you, right? I don't need to be doing these. I'm doing these to help you guys out. So if they're helping, let your boy know by, sending a little engagement his way. All right, guys? Love you. I hope you all have a great fucking weekend. We'll talk to you later.